What's going on, everybody? My name's Ridge. This is Rob, and together we are the Collectors. This is our How to Start Collecting video series, episode 3. It's meant for people that are just getting back into Pokemon, or maybe for the first time that are interested and want to learn how to collect. Um, just want to, say that in no way, shape, or form are we experts. These are just suggestions and opinions based off experiences that we've had so far experienced in the hobby. Uh, Before we get into it, if you guys could hit that subscribe button, click the like button, it's super helpful. It would mean a lot to us. We just want to say thank you to everybody that supported us this far. The numbers are going up, and we are just super grateful for that. So let's just get a quick recap of this series so far. So in episode 1 and 2, we focused on becoming familiar with Pokemon through consuming Pokemon content and also familiarizing yourself with the card layouts and the different print sets and eras. This week, we're going to discuss the specifics of eBay, TCG, Facebook Marketplace, mostly on the navigation and how to move around those websites so that it can benefit you the most in trying to find cards and locate what you're looking for. So hopefully you're doing your research, you're consuming your Pokemon content, maybe checking out the Journeys series on Netflix. Personally, I'm loving it. I haven't finished it yet. I highly recommend it. And just immersing yourself in the hobby, getting a good grip on where it's at day to day. Just some quick things to remember. Uh, Patience is key in Pokemon. When even just consuming it as a hobby. Uh, it's not a get rich quick thing. So if that's what you're looking for, I highly suggest going and buying some stocks or something else because Pokemon is not the way to do that. Excuse me. And there's always going to be some opportunity in this. So don't rush in. Take your time. Learn these things that we're suggesting because it's gonna help you in the long run versus jumping right in and maybe buying something that you heard someone talking about and you purchased the wrong version of that card. So just take your time before you even make your first purchase. These things are important and it's gonna help you in the long run. So let's do eBay first. Uh, so Rob's gonna show you guys on the screen. Uh, we're gonna look up one card from Ultra Prism. It's called Looker 152 out of 156. So if you're looking for a specific card, that's a good way to start. Just searching the name of the card and the number of the card, which we went over in episode 2. So now once you pull up this card on the left side of eBay, you're gonna have a bunch of filters. Some of those things will say condition, new, used, a price range, so you can set maybe you want to look for the looker in the range of $8 to $10. New. So all of these filters are gonna help you narrow down your search so that you don't have to scroll through pages and waste a bunch of time. Um, there's a buying format, so we can talk about that as far as auctions, buy it now, and accepted offers. Uh, they're fairly straight to the point as far as their names go. An auction is a card that will be put up for, a base price of, let's say, $1, and then people bid on that until the auction time is over, and whoever has the highest bid at the end of the auction wins that card. You have your buy it now option, which is just you can purchase that card for a set price. Maybe someone's offering the looker for $15, and you can buy it for $15. And then there are also offers that are accepted by sellers, and it'll say that on the item. When you click on the item, it'll say maybe make an offer. So maybe they're selling it for $15. You can click that button and say, how about 12? And maybe they'll say yes, respond with a counter offer, or just turn down your offer. There are some other filters that you can use are item location, so you can decide maybe you want to look international, maybe you're looking for Japanese cards. So maybe that's how you could use that filter. Or maybe you're looking for specific English cards and you want to narrow it down to your country. You can actually use eBay as a local pickup buyer. So that's one of the filters. You can click local pickup, so it'll narrow down to people that are selling in your relative location, and you can fine tune that. There's a little shipping filter in case you don't want to see any of the listings that have a shipping cost of, let's say, $3 to $5 or even 99 cents. You can click the free shipping filter to narrow that down. And then there's a show only filter list of a bunch of stuff like free returns, returns accepted, authorized sellers, completed items, sold items, deals and savings, sale items, listed as lots. That can be helpful. Search and description, benefits charity, all of those things. So if any of those stick out to you, it could be helpful clicking that filter to narrow in on that search some more. Out of that list, the one that I use the most is sold items and completed items. So on the screen right now, you'll see what happens when you click sold items. What's going to happen is all of the recent uh, looker cards that have sold are going to pop up. And then you can even filter that as well so that you can see the most recent. Um, that's not a big deal. We'll just look at this list of sold lookers. It'll have the date, and in green text it'll have how much it sold for. Let's say $14. Um, so you want to include the shipping in that, because that counts as the final sold price. And then another thing as well, if there's a line through that $14, that means that an offer was accepted. So that would mean that somebody had the looker up for $14 and maybe someone offered them $10 and they accepted that offer and it was sold for that. So that's what it'll mean if the line's through, and if it just says the number regularly, that's how much the item was purchased for. If there's a line for it, I'll give you another little tidbit. We're not going to go deep into this, but you can go to cardsnoop.com, create an account there, and that will show you when you type in the looker. You're going to be able to see what the accepted offers were. So that can be helpful. But I love sold items because it really gives you an idea of where the market actually sits. Because listed price is not the market price, okay? Market price is going to be sold items, because I could go and grab a Vivid Voltage and put it up on eBay for $300, but that doesn't mean that Vivid Voltage is worth $300. Okay, it's always only worth what people are really buying it for. So by clicking the sold tab, you can see what people are actually buying it for. Just want to make sure that we hit everything. Yes, we did. So now that was eBay. That's a quick run.
Hold on. You
Okay,
want to do the watch list?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I did miss something. Thanks, Rob.
No, you're good.
All right, so this is pretty helpful. On the looker right now, we'll click that little heart. And when you click that little heart, that's gonna add it to your watch list. So this can be helpful because, say, maybe it's an auction and it's got 6 days left on it, and it's only at $5, and it's a $20 card. Maybe you want to put a bid in now, or maybe you just want to see where that auction goes. So you can click that watch list icon, which is a little heart, so that you can keep an eye on it. And with your email being linked to your eBay, you'll get some notifications within that app, and maybe even in your email, depending on how you set that up. But it can be really helpful even to get a idea for the market. So let's say I'm interested in the looker market. Maybe I'll go through after I filter out what I want to look for as a price range, free shipping, authenticated seller, um, and I've got my bunch of like 5 to 10 looker cards that fit that parameter. Maybe I'll go through and click the watch list button on all 5 of those. So now I'll have an idea. Say once one sells, I'll get a notification of it, and then it'll allow me to keep a good idea of where that market is on that card. It's very helpful. But yeah, I think we're good now on eBay. We'll move into TCGplayer. So TCGplayer can be super helpful. Um, Again, same way you can search it in, but we're gonna show you something different, and it's a price guide that I use often. So when you go to TCG Player, if you click in the top left corner, there's three lines. Click that, scroll down, click on Pokemon. So then you'll see your pre-order options of the latest set and the latest sets underneath that. So right now it's probably going to say Battle Styles pre-order. It'll have like Vivid Voltage and etc. All the recent sets. And then if you continue to scroll down, you can click Price Guide. There's also an advanced search there. Feel free to play around with that. Right now in this video, I'm just going to cover the Price Guide because I want to keep these videos short. So right when you click up Price Guide, the most recent set, the entire set list is right there for you. So it's going to be Vivid Voltage. And there's going to be a little box that says Vivid Voltage. If you click that little box, then it's going to do it's going to do a big drop down box of all the entire, every single set of Pokemon ever. So now you really can just go and play. So for this example, let's scroll down and find Ultra Prism. So it's going to be Sun and Moon, like right under Celestial Storm, under those. Uh, Once you click Ultra Prism, so now it's going to pull up that whole entire set and all the cards. A cool way for you to organize this is by there's going to say market price. If you double click the top arrow, it will then organize from top to bottom the cards that are valued at the most all the way to the bottom. So for Ultra Prism, if you do that properly, Lily should come to the top for about $200 market price. Um, and then we could scroll down and find the Looker probably somewhere about $10 market price, maybe a little bit lower. But this is just super helpful because not even if you're looking for a specific card, it's even more fun if you're not looking for a specific card. You can just come to this price guide, click that drop down button, and just have a blast. Go through some super old sets that you forgot even existed. Really fine tune your understanding of the most recent sets. You can find cards that you think maybe are being overlooked, undervalued, overvalued, maybe undervalued, slept on sets, even though it seems like every single set is flying off shelves and super high valued. So maybe between all of those super high valued sealed products, you can find which ones are really worth it by going through the cards, clicking on the pictures, viewing the art, comparing that to the market price, seeing if you agree with that or not. It's a very helpful tool. Uh, that's about it for me and TCG Player. I'm gonna hand it off to Rob. He's gonna explain Facebook for us.
So on Facebook, if you go to your Facebook right here, Marketplace is going to be on the left. I am doing it on the desktop. You can also do this on the app as well. Marketplace is going to be to the left, and then this little hut is going to be Marketplace as well. So if we click on that, it brings you your top picks, that what you've searched beforehand. Right here is also your location. You can do radius, how far you actually want to travel, or if you want to accept shipping. On the app, I believe you can do local only, and or you can do shipping only. On the desktop, you can change the radius over here. And if you want to find someone super close, you do 10 miles. You press that, and then it'll show you everything within 10 miles. So on top of that, with Facebook, they also show some shipping stuff too, if you're interested. It says ship to you right here. What Facebook does is they want to throw product in front of you and whatever interests you. So that's why they also adding shipping products as well. Over here is the search. You can go, we're only focusing on Pokemon cards, so you don't really have to go to the categories, but you can type in Pokemon cards, whatever you'd like. Even the certain cards that you're looking for, you might be able to find them. But I'm going to type in Pokemon cards. I'm going to go here. This is where it says all local pickup shipping. I'm just going to hit local pickup because I just want to see what's in the 30-mile radius like I did before. So right here, 30 miles. Here, delivery method, local pickup. You can do item condition. You can sort by nearest first, newest first, lowest first, highest first, all of this stuff. And then date listed, you can do within the last 30 days, 7 days, 24 days, or all of them. Notifying me is the same thing like watch list. So you can get notified of new posts or cards that you'd like. This is where you create a listing that you want to sell a card. So we're going to actually click on Tanner's post right here. We're in a group together on Facebook.
Shout out Tanner.
So he's selling these cards. These are his prices. I would suggest if you're selling on Facebook to list your prices. Don't ask for offers. That's it's kind of annoying where I just want to go on Facebook and I want to see this and I want to see a price so I can make an offer because I want to know where your head's at. These cards are just selling for whatever people are willing to pay. So if you're selling a card and you list a price, that person who's interested in the card will more likely give you an offer or more likely hit you up about that card because you are set on this price. So that's just a little 2 cents from me because I seeing a card, this card could go from anywhere from $30 to $100 depending on who wants it. So them giving you a price like 70, like they kind of want to sell it quick, and you can give them an offer for like 60, 65, and maybe they'll sell it. But over here, we get a message, we get a save, we have a share, and then here is just hide on a report post. But right here, you see the location of the product, so you can tell where you need to travel to. This is the seller information, and then down here you can send. Facebook's good with like already made text. You don't really have to type anything in. You can say, is this still available? Send, and then actually on the seller's end, if you get that same text, it pops up with yes, it's available, and it kind of just saves a little bit of time. It gives you cards that it thinks you'll like, and then you just type in. You're not going to find like exactly what you're looking for in terms of if I type in Charizard XY, it's not going to be exact because it is like just random seller selling the card. It's not really a marketplace website that lists every single card and you can buy from there. Some risks that are involved in Facebook are, if you're local, you can go to meet these people and you can check these cards out and see the condition for yourself. So that's good. But if you're shipping, I would suggest heavily on, or buying something that's shipped, heavily on PayPal goods and services, unless they have a lot of references or unless you can get a lot of people to reference them. I would suggest PayPal goods and services. Make sure they pay them because you don't want to be paying that extra $3 or $4 for their product. You want them to cover it and make sure like it's on them to ship you the card. So they should pay the goods and services. So if I go, where is the shipping? I did local only. So if I go to shipping and I go here, someone lists this as $5 and in stock. So they only listed it for $5 because if you do a Facebook listing, you have to have it at least $5 to incorporate shipping. If you do $1, it's not going to let you incorporate shipping, and anything less, and then anything more than I believe 500 listed price will not let you ship. I may be wrong on that, but it is like a higher price. And then you go in there and you see this. It ships for $375. And then estimated arrival. This is based on if Facebook prints out the shipping label. Typically, the people will print their own, so this might be different. So this person's shipping for $375. No returns on this item. He's not selling this for $5. You can't buy it now. You have to message the person and negotiate a deal. There are some that have a buy it now option. I would still suggest messaging them and then going from there. I've done a lot of deals on Facebook and I've only had one person want to go through Facebook in terms of paying through Facebook. Uh, PayPal goods and services is probably the safest way because PayPal will cover you in any way possible, and then they'll, if something happens, you provide the proof. They will work on it for you. Facebook is, you have to wait for the money to come in, then you have to wait for them to get the product, and you have to put in the tracking, and then on top of that, like they have to do stuff, and it just takes you a long time to get your money. Through PayPal, you pay through goods and services, you have the money, and then you can just get the product, and they can update the tracking on there. So, with that said, I believe that is it.
One last thing, I really realized that I kind of just showed you my favorite part of TCG. Real quick, Rob, can you pull up TCG for me
Yep.
and show them how to search for a card by typing in the search bar Looker 152156 and locate the Looker through the search bar?
So Looker. Oh, you know what? TCG is, you type in Looker, and then it says Looker full art. There we go.
There
That's
you
how you
go.
do it. And then,
Perfect. So click on that and then just show them um it's going to show you the market price still there. It should show you a bigger picture of the looker,
mhm,
and then you can scroll down. And when you scroll down, those are the actual listings there. So you can buy off of TCG too, even though I utilize it a lot for its price guide
yep.
and to find out what my market prices are on cards. It's perfectly good to buy cards off of. Just it's a little different. So there are filters on TCG too that you can see authenticated seller. There's also listings with photos. So I'll usually check those off just to be able to look at the card. There are less of those listings for sure, and you can still buy near mint cards off of there. From what I've heard from a lot of my friends on Clubhouse that have purchased off of TCG near mint cards, they typically are truly near mint. So it is a solid source to get cards from. And then Rob touched on it, just sometimes paying for tracking and paying a little up on your shipping is worth it because then you can have something to fall back on to contact, whether it's Facebook, TCG, or eBay, some type of evidence that maybe your package didn't get there, and it kind of backs you a little bit just to cover yourself on the other end as far as products not arriving. Uh or you could also, cut that cost and just be aware that you're taking a risk. But I didn't want to get too much into buying yet. I just wanted to show you guys how to navigate through these and maybe, add them to your arsenal while you're doing a lot of your research. And don't worry, we're definitely getting closer to an episode on uh how what you should be looking to buy and all of that stuff. So I know that this series may be a little bit boring with these first couple of episodes, but trust me, they're super useful, especially if you're really just starting off. I've gotten some good feedback on these already, so that's awesome. If we can help one person, that's all that really matters. I think that's good enough for both of us. Anything else you wanted to add in, Rob?
Just one more thing on TCG. I think I've said it in a past podcast or even the last video. Market price and listed price are two very different things. We're probably gonna go over this when we do the buying video. Um, but just so you guys know, listed price is the listed price on TCG. It's kind of like the listed price on eBay, and then market price is what TCG player values the card at. And then right above it, it says price guide. Want to become a pricing pro? Learn how we price cards. That's where they price the market price of the card. So when you are looking for a card, look at market price, look at listed price, and then gauge it from there. But these are two different
Exactly.
things. This is a market price listed item. This is this is a listed item on the market. This is the market price that they value it at. So when you are looking at these websites, make sure you know that.
Yeah, that's a huge thing to understand, and you can use them in tandem. You can surf eBay and then price check with TCG. Uh, you're looking for the looker on eBay and it's up for $30, and then you go and check it on TCG, and it says market price is $15. So you're gonna say, never mind, I'll pass on that listing price. So it's a good way to checks and balance and all of that stuff. But we don't want to keep this too long. Hopefully, we could help you guys out. You might be hearing my eBay apps blowing up in the background. That's because I got a bunch of stuff on my watch list. Uh, um, but if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. We'll definitely get back to you, or you can DM us on Instagram at the Collectors. We're also on TikTok with a bunch of content, basically daily. So we'd love to see you guys over there. We're following basically everybody back. So shoot us a follow. Let us know what you think so far. But until then, I'm Ridge. This is Rob. Together we are the Collectors. I can't speak. I'm sorry. And we're signing off. Have a great week, guys. Peace.